Hi guys, I'm Lakshit and I'm back with a new video on just Arduino things only on TechnoSar's Tech Tube, and today we are going to see about DST11, a temperature sensor. This temperature DST11 is a sensor which works on the simple concept. I'll explain it clearly. This sensor has totally 4 pins: VCC, ground, data and the analog data. In that which you can see the blue portion. This blue portion contains some layers in it. Let me show in the image. So you may have studied either in your 10th or in your 12th. There's two electrodes in the corners, and between the electrode there's a substrate which absorbs moisture from air basically. The concept is the electrical resistivity ratio between the two electrodes is the difference which you can get in the either in the Arduino or to the board directly for the processing of the data. It is somewhat similar to the electrolyte concept but in a different way. So let's start. Components required: DST11 sensor, any Arduino board, APC bus cable, jumpers and breadboard if necessary. Let's assemble. Now I am taking a breadboard and connecting the sensor with the Arduino board with the help of some jumper cables. You can also connect the jumper cables directly with the Arduino board without using a breadboard, but I am doing this way so that I can show you which pins I am using. So totally there are 4 pins in some boards, and some boards it has 3 pins. I'm talking about the sensor. Okay, so let's go to the video. I'm just plugging in the sensor. This sensor has mainly 3 ports: VCC, ground and the data pin. So this data pin, you can also see that either there will be a normally closed pin or analog data, digital data pins given separately on the sensor board. So in the sensor I'm having only 3 pins like VCC, ground and data. So I'm giving VCC and ground as said in the previous videos. VCC is for the voltage given to the sensor to work on, and ground is for grounding, that is negative terminal. And now the data pin is given either to any one of the digital pins so that I get a digital value accordingly. If you want analog value, you can give it in the analog pins, that is A0 to A5 in the bottom side, but you need to be careful before giving the pins. The Arduino code is a very essential thing to check before giving the sensor pins, whether you need to get an analog value or a digital value from the sensor, any sensor let it be. So that I'm giving it to a digital port so that I get a digital value in the pulse width modulation values. Lol, kindly ignore this. Yeah, so that connections have been made correctly and the board is connected to the system. System means the computer or the programming platform which you wanna program the Arduino board. So I'm using my laptop to program the code. I'll show the laptop screen in the next slides, but before that you need to know some things about the sensor. This sensor is essentially used to find the room temperature. Mostly that is used in all kinds of Arduino projects. As you can see here, these are the connections that I said before. These types of sensors are used in many kinds of Arduino mini projects and in many kinds of gardening and smart farming projects. But a point to note on here is this sensor does not work under water. You can't just immerse the sensor into the water and check it's working. Either you can use a solid master sensor to check the temperature under water or under soil. Here is my laptop screen for you. But before that, we need to see inside the laptop screen. Okay, what is it? It is the serial monitor option in the Arduino IDE platform. Yeah, so while coding, you need to give some print conditions in order to get output from your serial monitor or serial plotter. So I have given the humidity and temperature value to be updated within microseconds so that I can see in the screen my temperature of the room is getting updated frequently. Okay, let's meet in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye guys.